Learn all positions. Learn to be a point guard. Learn to be an off guard. Learn to play from the corner position. And there are times when you might go into pivot anyway, no matter what your size is, if the guy guarding you is smaller. So you got to learn some pivot play. For example, you got a lot of professionals today that are playing forward, that all of them were centers in college. You have a lot of players playing guard who prior to that time, whether it's in college or professional, that were forwards, and they've got to adjust. So think about that and work on it. Let's talk about pivot play. Who's going to play the pivot? Who should play the pivot? A lot of people think that the big guy's got to be in the pivot. Why? Because you're close to the basket, he's going to get the better opportunity to get rebounds. I don't buy that. I think the guy to play the pivot is, if he feels when the other team is playing man-to-man, that he could take that guy inside and do better. If he's 6'3", and the guy's guarding him is 5'8" or 5'10", he could take him inside, has a better match than two 7-footers going at each other.
Every time an opposing team that tries to run a play against us and we switch out or something and you get that mismatch, automatically we try to go right to it.
I remember years ago, they had little guys were the leading pivot men in the country. But today, with the importance of this pivot play and everybody double teaming and sloughing down, it makes the outside shooters better. Hey, you became a pivot man. You've been in there a lot lately.
Yeah, I try to, when I go down to pivot, I try to draw the double team so guys like Danny and DJ get the open shot. But if they don't, with my size, I usually have the advantage of the guy guarding me, and I try to take advantage of it. If not, and the double team comes, I just swing the ball around to the open man, and we try to get an easy shot out of it.
In other words, the pivot play basically should be the focal point, because he could come out and set a pick where you could have a pick and roll, which we'll explain. It opens up everything out on the court.
Kevin McHale's a great post player. Oh, he's got every move.
They double, triple team him, but nobody in the NBA can shut him down.
The objective for any postman is get down on the box, get as close to the basket as possible, so when you receive the ball, you can take the highest percentage shot you can take out there. So in the game, Robert is going to stop me. He's going to get in front of me, bump me, and it goes something like this. I'm coming down here. I get him here. I set him up. I try to cut in front of him. He slides around. I feel his body right here. My hand goes out. Ball. Basket.
Here's a good example of how faking the pivot can be used to get the defensive man up in the air. Let's hear how Kevin executes this kind of maneuver.
Okay, I've received the ball down low on Robert. Robert's a very good defensive player, so I want to make him move. I'm thinking to myself, if I just go up and shoot it, he's going to block the shot. So I'm pushing here to the middle, making him respect that. Coming back, right now I'm giving him the head fake because he's in good position. I see him go up. I'm thinking to myself, I got him on the way down. I go up for my jump hook, and that's 2 points.
Robert overplays Kevin to the baseline, so Kevin knows the signal for the ball towards the baseline. As soon as he touches the ball, Kevin spins to the basket for an easy 2. If Robert tries to prevent the pass by fronting Kevin, I try to loft the ball over Robert and try to lead Kevin to the hoop. By now, Robert respects what Kevin can do if he gets the ball in his spot in the box, so Robert cuts him off. I see this, so I throw the ball to the middle, and Kevin has the ability to take a fall-away shot that's almost impossible to block. When post players can do all these moves, they become almost an unstoppable force inside.
I'm starting to feel I have a good position now. I'm starting to widen out. I'm going to start calling for the ball. Here Larry makes a good move to get Danny off him. He makes a ball fake. He comes up high with the pass. I receive the pass. I see Danny coming down. I do have the option to kick it back out to Larry for the jumper, but I feel confident now in my move. I have a step through, make the defensive man move. I go up, extend, use the board with the jump hook, and 2 points.
When Robert Parrish is in the post, he uses his quickness very well for a big guy. Here, Danny waits for Robert to call for the ball, and Robert, as soon as he has control of the ball, spins around, keeping contact with the defender to go in. As Kevin fights Robert for position, Robert knows Kevin has got to respect both the baseline and the jump shot. So this time he fakes to the baseline even as he gets the ball. Then he spins all the way to the middle for a hook shot.
Danny knows that a defensive man will often watch the ball and take his eyes off of his man. So here, as I'm guarding Danny, as soon as he throws the ball, Danny makes a quick move to the basket. Robert sees he has a step on me and dishes it off for Danny for an easy two. When Kevin gets the ball in position, but he draws a double team, he quickly looks back out to see if I'm in good position to take the open shot, and he gets the ball right back out to me. Here, Kevin, after getting his position against Robert, gets the ball down low, but he sees that I have height advantage over my man, so Kevin dribbles out, clearing room for me to establish a post position. Kevin sees Danny overplaying me, so he leads me to the baseline for a quick spin to the basket.